This episode of the Beaute Industrie podcast was brought to you by InSkin Cosmetics. Hello and welcome to the Beaute Industrie podcast, your online support community for the professional beauty industry. I am your host, founding director of Beaute Industrie, Tamara Reid. Here we are closing the competitive gap and speaking your language. This is a platform created and dedicated to the professional beauty industry, valuing community over competition. We serve to help connect you with inspiration from industry experts, expand your knowledge through educational pieces, and bring you the latest in product and technology innovation. This is Beaute Industrie. Hey, hi, hello community. In today's episode, we are shaking up our traditional episode structure just a little to increase inspiration and motivation to all treating therapists and aestheticians across the community. This year has been one heck of a year, and right now we could all use a little reminder as to why we entered the professional beauty and aesthetic industry in the first place, and two, to reignite our passion and realign our purpose to everything heading into business for the remaining 60 or so days left of 2020. When searching for inspiration, I need to turn no further than our very own Beaute Industrie community, who provided us with lots of little gems in the form of voicemails for you to all enjoy on this episode. I hope it makes your day lighter, brighter, and makes you more grateful for the special and very privileged position we are in to be able to change people's skins, bodies, and lives on a daily basis through the power of service and touch. Here's what our community had to say to those who are brand new entering the industry.
Congratulations on becoming a skin and beauty therapist. You have an amazing career ahead of you that can take you all over the world. My best tips for you for your future and to have a wonderful career ahead would be flexible, be helpful, be willing to learn, be willing to help others. Always contact your guests and say thank you and touch base with them to see how they are and follow up after their visits with you. You'll gain a wonderful request following if you follow up with your clients. Be positive at all times. And I really love when I see people coming into the industry who put themselves through training. They don't rely purely on the business they work for because they have passion and they are enthusiastic to learn more. And so if you're continually educating yourself, you'll never get bored, and you'll always have a wonderful career ahead of you. So good luck.
That beautiful message was from Karla McDiarmid of Macquarie Medi Spa in Bathurst and Orange, all about the client experience. And now a little bit more info on the entire industry as a landscape.
Hello, this is Tegan from Brodie Brows, and I would personally like to congratulate you on joining this industry. My piece of advice would be to take constructive criticism within your stride and do not take offence to it. So your employer and your colleagues are all in this with you together, and anything that they tell you or try and teach you to do differently, or if it's not up to their satisfactory levels and they're trying to tell you to do it in a different way, just don't take offence to it. They are wanting you to do better, and they are helping you along in this beauty industry and wanting you to strive within it. So just don't take offence to what they're trying to teach you, as it's every lesson is valuable, and they have your best interest at heart. So just keep that in mind. Don't take offence to it and enjoy it as well. Bye.
As mentioned on the topic of education that the ladies finished off with, many agree that just because you've finished your formal studies does not mean that the learning process stops there.
Hey guys, this is Clare from Skin Therapy here in Leichhardt, and my advice to anyone who is just starting out in the beauty industry is to keep learning, keep studying, because there is so much more out there to learn than what you learn at college. And the other piece of advice I would have for you is to get involved in conversation with platforms such as Beaute Industrie, because there are so many amazing people out there that you can learn from and great tips and tricks. Enjoy!
Hi, my name is April Brodie from Beaute, the facial destination in Melbourne. I think the best piece of advice I can give any new therapist or someone starting in our industry is a piece of advice that was given to me by my first mentor way back in 1982, a long time ago. That piece of advice was always keep learning. There is no way in the world that you can know everything about everything. There is always something new to learn. I would also add to that, find something that is your passion. Find something that lights up your life, whether it's nails, whether it's skin, whether it's massage. When you love something, it's not a chore to learn and it's not a chore to go to work every day. I hope this helps. Thank you.
Hello, Aoife, owner of Pretty in the City here. My one piece of advice to a therapist starting out in the beauty industry is gain the experience. Work experience to me for a student coming straight out of college and into the industry is invaluable to their career. Whether it's an aspiration of yours to own your own salon or just work within a team, whether it's large or small, that time spent with seniors and peers within our industry is invaluable to you in your career. It gives you the opportunity to work with a different product range and to just see how systems, policies, and procedures can really help keep a salon ticking over. My advice would be have a look at some of the salons in your local area. Do they align with your vision and values? Contact the owner and simply ask them for some work experience within their team. It will be invaluable to you and your career. Very best wishes.
Just as Aoife mentions, having practical experience is the most beneficial thing you can do as a therapist. Use your friends and family or even create a call out on social media for models to increase your skills, because you never know when that piece of training might come back into fashion, making you an asset to the business, as Morgan shares.
Hi girls, I'm Morgan from Paris, Texas Beauty here in Brisbane, and my advice to new therapists coming into our beautiful industry would be to have fun, don't take yourself too seriously, and don't stop learning. Like, be really curious, ask the leaders in the salon questions, watch what they're doing, ask their business coaches and mentors, like, lots of questions, ask lots of things. There's so much information out there from like industry experts, but also like do your own research. Just don't stop learning. Find what drives you and your passion and your treatments that you enjoy, and do more of that. I know when I first came out of college back in New Zealand, I was given the opportunity to do threading, and I learned that treatment. It's a beautiful thing to do, and 10 years on, I'm still loving doing that. So find what drives you, try new things, and don't stop learning.
My name is Laila Sanchez, and I'm from Laila's Beauty in Laser. My advice to all you young beauty people that want to join our beauty industry, I would say go for it. It is the best industry to work for. If you have it in you, you have to have a passion, you have to have dedication, motivation, perseverance. You have to be a person who likes to keep on top of the game by studying, by researching, by reading, by joining groups like this fantastic group that Tamara has created. It is a great community. We're here to help each other, and we've had lots and lots of help from Tamara. So I'm very grateful for this community. But my best advice is, if you love it, go for it.
So much great advice there in the realm of sourcing advice from others and also communities, gaining work experience along the way, trying lots of new services as you travel along your career pathway, and go for it. But how do you know whether you should continue to study, advance your career, or move into something else that might pique your interest? It's all about divine timing and going with the flow of your purpose, as these ladies share.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashlee Middleton. I work for Limanis as an area sales manager, and my role predominantly involves selling laser devices, training and looking after our customers. I completed my diploma of beauty therapy in 2007, and since then I've worked as a therapist, a manager, I've worked for a few skincare companies, and I've had my own skin clinic. My advice to a new therapist coming into the industry is, number one, don't assume becoming a beauty therapist means your only career path is being a therapist or owning your own skin clinic. There are so many different avenues you can take once you're in the industry. Number two, never stop learning, whether it be from a colleague or your manager. There are also so many free courses you can do through skincare companies and equipment providers. Take advantage of every single learning opportunity. And number three, network and attend as many events and industry gatherings as possible. Often great opportunities will come from your contacts within the industry.
Hi, I'm Pia from Verve Skin Beauty Wellness in Melbourne and also Pia Kynoch Holistic Education. And my advice for you, you beautiful soul, is to trust your heart, to trust your gut, and to really think big. Drop comparisons and be proud of you and exactly where you're at. Don't be afraid to shine your passion, your uniqueness and individuality through your work and also what you share, as this is truly what builds authentic, expansive, satisfying and fulfilling relationships on all business levels. All my best wishes.
We're going to take a quick little break from all of this invaluable inspo and motivation for just a moment to hear about today's Beaute partner. Something many of our guests have shared with us today is to find like-minded people in our industry to surround ourselves with, and one of those people for us at Beaute Industrie is our valued Beaute partner, InSkin Cosmetics. A trusted mentor, industry expert and wealth of knowledge, Maria Coccioloni and her team work diligently across the country distributing brands such as O Cosmetics, Ginger and Me, Dermapen World and many more. One of the many reasons they've recently won the Australian Beauty Industry Award for Best Business Performance of the Year in 2020. To find out more about the brand, you can do so over at www.inskincosmetics, that's cosmetics with a d.com.au. And now let's get back to tuning into the importance of education.
Hi, this is Kat from Lush Skin and Laser Clinic. My advice to any therapist coming into the industry is firstly to find a great mentor. This industry is constantly evolving. You will never ever stop learning. So a great mentor is key. Look for an opportunity in the industry that offers a rewarding career, a great team culture, and ensure that your values and your goals and your vision align with that organisation. This is very, very important.
Beautiful words from Kat, and now here's Sofie.
Hi, I'm Sofie Gillard from Botanica Wellness Spa and Clinic in Melbourne, and my advice to new therapists entering into the industry is when you're searching for work, look for companies that share the same values with you, as remember, people connect with people. When you share the same values, it creates a more harmonious working environment for both you and the employer. Be sure to say yes to every work opportunity or challenge to show your passion and commitment. Be a supportive team member. Make sure your attention to detail is second to none in everything that you do. Take pride in your self-care. Always be thinking about the customer's journey from start to end. Your customer's journey doesn't just end when the treatment ends. And most importantly, have fun.
I'm Nicola from In Therapy Ethical Beauty. This industry is incredible. We get to empower women and make them look and feel amazing every day. In saying that, it's not always glamorous, so be open to rolling up your sleeves and taking on all kinds of learning experiences. Follow people who are successful in our industry and learn from them. Form valuable connections along your way. This industry is very small but offers lots of support and opportunity. It can be challenging at times working amongst lots of women, but always be uniquely you. Stay in your lane. Don't get distracted by those around you. Be enthusiastic is always what we're looking for and open to learning. And most of all, back yourself. Welcome and thank you for choosing such an awesome industry.
From Victoria to Queensland and now on to Sydney, here is Tamasen.
Hi Beaute Industrie. My name's Tamasen. I'm a dermal therapist at All Saints Skin Clinic here in Sydney. As a novice beauty therapist, the best thing I did was begin to network within the industry. Through shared experience, I began to develop a core foundation of what was most important to me as a therapist, what I wanted my point of difference to be, and what I wanted my philosophy to be. I found that this grew over time, but it was about helping me when I was searching for jobs. I was aligning myself with clinics that had that shared ethos. Don't be afraid to take on new opportunities if it's going to help you further your skill set. You know, sometimes you get stuck and you might start in one clinic and then find that you're not sort of growing and developing those skills further. So don't be afraid to take on, new opportunities. Continue to grow genuine relationships within the industry and stick by your integrity and ethos first and foremost. If you're finding that those core values aren't aligned with you in a clinic, then it's probably best that you move on to something else where it does. Otherwise, you're sort of not going to be happy and you're not going to show that same passion. This will also drive your passion and let it be your source of motivation so that you can grow, learn and share. And definitely share any gems or any wealths of knowledge with new therapists as well, so that we can really raise the bar in our industry and encourage and empower one another. So I hope that helps. Thank you. Have a great day.
Trusting the process is not as easy done as it is said. Burnout, exhaustion, and body aches are often a reality for those in our industry, so it's always important to listen to your body and your gut, like these ladies add.
My advice to a new therapist coming into the industry would definitely be to be flexible and adaptable with your employer. Also, it's important to make sure that you do know your boundaries. You have to make sure that you look after yourself as well. It can be quite emotionally and physically draining at times. So make sure you look after you, because your hands are your tools and you need to make sure that you have some energy to give back as well to yourself. And definitely make sure that you're always upskilling, looking for new things, reading every article you could get your hands on. If a client talks to you about something that you're not familiar with, go and do the research. Just always look for new things to learn.
Beautifully put by Roxy, and next up is Fiona.
My name's Fiona Moss. I'm a Melbourne-based dermal clinician, educator, dermatoscopist, and owner-operator of Femme by FM Cosmetic Tattoo. My biggest piece of advice to therapists that are starting out in the industry would be to be constantly mindful of how you are representing yourself. This happens through all sorts of things. It can be how you're personally grooming. It can be that you're showing up for work on time. It can be that you are eager, a clear communicator. But to be mindful of how important all of those interactions are, and your personal reputation. Be respectful of yourself and those that you come into contact with. And always show an eagerness to keep learning. It is an ever-evolving industry. We all have so much to contribute, and you'll never know everything. I think that the sooner that you can accept that you won't know everything, but to absorb what you can from those around you, the better you'll be long-term as a therapist. I think that the best therapists and clinicians know this already.
If you haven't already, take it from those who have had long, healthy careers in the industry, spanning over decades, who have been able to see the ebb and flows of our ever-changing industry landscape and still love and adore what they do, with Kathy and Lisa, who have both been in the industry for over 20 years now.
Hi, it's Lisa. I've been in the industry almost 20 years now, and every year I find that I love it more and more and more. What I could say to up-and-coming young therapists, massage therapists, beauty therapists, practice your craft. Education is the key. You need to practice, practice, practice. Never ever stop learning. Suck in everything you possibly can. Take it in. Study it, relearn it. There is never too much that you can consume. Take constructive criticism. You're only going to learn from it. You're only going to get better from it all the time. And most importantly is to keep yourself healthy and strong so you can keep up with the treatments that you will be doing, as you will have very, very busy, hard physical days. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Kathy from Bellevue Day Spa. I've been in the beauty industry for 20 years now, and the best advice I can give you is honestly follow your passion and give it all you've got with your heart. I have enjoyed every minute within the beauty industry and the incredible women that I've been fortunate enough to meet and do business with over my time. And in all honesty, they will always tell you how hard our job is, but it is so much more rewarding and it always outlays the hardship. Work hard and let passion drive you, and I'm still learning every day and loving every minute of my journey. So all I can say is give it all you've got and follow your dreams. Give it all your heart. Take care, girls. Good luck.
Such special messaging in there from our community today of business owners, account managers, therapists, dermal clinicians, cosmetic tattooists, and more. Aren't we just the most dynamic industry you have ever seen? I couldn't help but finish this episode with a little advice of my own, and that would be to do the job before you ask for the job. If you're interested in skin, then seek out ways to expand your knowledge and fill your column with rebooked skin clients. If you're keen to get into education, then go and complete your training and assessment certificate. And the same, if you want to transition into business development and sales, then prove that you are the top seller and can not only hit but exceed your targets. And last but not least, if you want to be the manager, then start to be a true leader within your space. Once you start putting your time and energy into the things you want to be, naturally the world around you will see and will guide you there. As always, please show us how you're listening to this episode, and if you love it or know someone who might, please tag them and share the episode on your socials as it continues to spread the weekly inspirational message. As this format is a little different to our usual format, if you enjoy it, we might continue to run them every now and then. So please feel free to pop into my DMs at Tamara Reed Beaute and let me know what you think. Until next time, stay connected.